Welcome back to Sunday Rambling. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I've been busy and also kind of, I don't know. I honestly keep forgetting when it was Sunday, and they're kind of named Sunday Rambling, so you don't want to post them on another day. So, yeah, it's been now a long time. I'm 19 now. My birthday was because last time I did one of these, I think it was like the day before my 19th birthday, and obviously that has now since passed. So I'm 19 now. Oh dear lord. It is a bit late when I'm recording this. But I honestly don't have a specific topic starting this. I might develop a topic. Actually, no. Never mind. I lied. I want to talk about exams because they're kind of a very important thing for me right now. I have my final exams are currently, the day after tomorrow, so the 2nd of May. I have my final written exam, which is Latin for me, and then I have another one where actually speak, so it's more presentation, like a presentation, similar-ish at least, for math, which is end of May, beginning of June, somewhere. And so far, I'm gonna be honest, my learning was not great. And I did study, I looked over stuff, but especially compared to what other people did, I did so little studying. I looked for stuff, I looked through old notes I had, I looked through they're called books, which is books which have all the topics I have a bit more condensed. But I still feel like I did so little learning when listening to how much others did, because I know some people did they made papers compiling everything. I didn't do that. I just looked at stuff, and it's kind of frustrating because I know a large part of that was kind of just due to the fact that I just couldn't bring myself to sit down and study for more than 2 hours consecutively. So I took breaks a lot because I have ADHD, and kind of it sucks in those moments. I don't have the concentration for things like that. I don't have the attention span to sit down for I don't know, 6 hours or something and just study continuously. I can't do that. I can sit down and do stuff I like for hours and hours on end and lose track of time, but I can't sit down and study for that long, especially because I like the subjects I have. I had a history exam, I had politics, and I had English, which is all things I do enjoy. I especially enjoy history, which is good because history is a lot of things to remember. But I still can't bring myself to study for that long. And I'm gonna be honest, the exams went well. I didn't feel like I did that terribly in anything. To be honest, I had a lot of luck with the topics. Because the way the final exams, or the Abitur one is what their actual name is here, work is, first of all, you actually write stuff, so it's not a standardized test where you pick an answer. You have to write a text, and you get to choose between what topic you want to write about. So you have 2 or 3 variations of what you can write. For me it was 2 for everything, because my year still counts as a COVID year, so we got one of them reduced. And so I have 2 topics and 2 whole different exams to write. And luckily for me, every time I had an options for a topic I knew the most about, and like I liked the most as well. So for history, I chose the topic that was for my 4th semester and with references back to the 3rd, which was the 1st semester technically wasn't what I studied the most for because it was national holidays and like remembrance days. I don't know how to translate it. But the 3rd semester was the Weimar Republic, which was something I studied for a lot. And the specific like national holiday it was referring back to was the 11th of August, which was like kind of the national holiday for the Weimar Republic. So I was able to write a lot about that. Even though looking back, I kind of forgot to, in one of the exercises, as I look back, I was like, oh man, I could have like linked that back to the Treaty of Versailles, but I didn't. Oh well. For politics, I was lucky that I had the option to choose the topic for like national security, like international relationships. Basically, we had to like write about like things like how war's handled, in a sense. In the text we had was talking about the response Germany had to when Russia invaded Ukraine and handing out like military resources. So it was talking about that topic, and we had to then link it back to like what options you as a citizen have for political participation in Germany. That was that. And I'm gonna be honest, my English exam was probably the most fun because first of all, I was banking on Frankenstein as an exam topic, and luckily it was. However, the exam that had Frankenstein heavily also centered around Homelander from The Boys, which was extremely funny because the day before I like watched a few videos analyzing Homelander's character. So I sat there and I had to actually hold in my laughter during the exam, especially when I looked at the source where the text I had to like outline the character was from, because it was from fandom.com, and it was just so bizarre seeing fandom.com as my source for like an actual really important exam. So English was a lot of fun. The listening comprehension part of English was not fun. Everyone who picks that has a talent for picking the worst audio examples known to mankind. Yes. And then there's like another part for the English exam, which was also before the like text thingy for Frankenstein/Homelander, which was mediation is what it's called. Basically, you have like a German text to me, and you have to kind of like translate it into English, but not directly translate it. Basically, you give the meaning, you summarize the meaning. Is basically what it is, and that was how my exams so far have been. I have a good feeling for everything I've written. I definitely have the best for English, just because I know English is also heavily dependent on the language aspect, because English is as a second language for me. So like everything I do for my English class is always like valued, I guess would be the word, kind of. As like on a second language basis, so like how well do you speak, how much vocabulary do you know, grammar, everything like that is I think it's like 60-40, so like 60% your language and 40% the actual like thing you write about, which is really good for me. So I'm pretty sure English is gonna be my best exam, and the Latin one I have like left is, I know it's gonna be my worst, because I really like Latin. I have been doing it for like 7 years now. It's honestly one of my favorite subjects, but I'm just absolutely awful at it. I used to be quite good, but somewhere along the line I lost track of like the grammar and everything. You know, when like the main thing of like any exam is translating things and you can't recognize the grammar, that is not good. So yeah, that's kind of an issue I might run into. I hope it goes well. I hope for Latin I have the options to translate Ovid, which means I have like something from the Metamorphosis books, which is like a bunch of like stories and also like going back to when Rome began, or like how he imagined Rome began, and then up until like his time, which was when Augustus was like the emperor of Rome, and you know, some backstory to that. Alternatively, I'm also happy if we have like the philosopher Seneca is what his name is, which is like a lot of interpretation for like the secondary exercises, which for Seneca always means you kind of are able to link it back to death and illness and everything like that. And also you can point out and go, you think you're better than everyone else. Because he did. He did think he was better than everyone else. But that's fine. I really hope, like, because I know I only have like 3 options of authors, so I'm definitely gonna have one of them. I don't think it's just gonna be 2 from the same author. But if it's 2 from the 3rd author, which is Cicero for me, I don't like Cicero topics. No, not the topic, the like things he wrote, because they're awful to translate, because this man did not know how to end his sentence. They're like literally like 1 paragraph and it's all just 1 sentence, and I'm like looking through the sentence and it's just like, oh no, where does this end? Where does this end? Where is it not just more branching of sentences? And then eventually you see it, like 3 lines or 4 lines down. Yeah. Math for me, honestly, I used to the thing is, originally my like oral exam was gonna be chemistry, which would have been like okay, but nothing more than that. But there was like an error that was luckily discovered, so now I have math, which is a lot better for me because I'm a lot better at math than I am at chemistry, and I really hope I have like stochastic. Basically it's like calculating like how possibilities, things like that. I was really good at that and I understood it really well too. I'm lucky I don't have to like calculate stuff, because otherwise I might have like run into the problem that I have to calculate like for what was it? Like areas, coordination system, I don't know. Just something else I didn't quite understand, so I'm hoping I have possibilities. That would be really nice. I'm hoping for that topic. Like I said, I don't have to calculate that much. I just have to explain, and I can explain that. Not in English though. Not really. Also I have to like look it back because I haven't done any math since my last lesson for real. But yeah, that's kind of like part of what I was doing, just worrying about exams, not really studying, just like sitting there and going, oh, I need to study, and then I didn't. But yeah, I really hope I can do more of these again because they're really fun. It's kind of just like a nice thing for me to do, just sit down, talk, do something. But yeah, I hope I can maybe interest you in watching more, like waiting until the next one. And even if you didn't, I hope your day is nice and I hope your life will be going great. Bye bye, see you next week, maybe, hopefully. Bye.